That's another fun fact. You didn't see his shoes?
We talking? No, I didn't see it.
Man, I'm done. Okay, so there was a thing that got posted, and it was like, y'all didn't pay attention to his shoes. The
I saw him
sandbag.
fall. You talking about when he fell?
Yes. The
Yeah.
sandbag. His
Oh, yeah.
shoes.
Oh, I didn't.
I found a video, but it's the shoes say a lot about a person's mental state, their
Yeah,
gait.
dementia or their gait is off.
Yeah. I'd never seen shoes like that, but they're like, you
What
gotta
were
pay.
they?
They're just really high priced shoes that they aid a person extensively to have balance.
Okay,
Like,
like some type of orthopedic type of
even, yeah, but
balance.
even more than that, like the heel is solid and it's round, so you really can't like lose your balance. It was crazy.
He
There's a
tumbled
lot
wrong.
going on.
Hey everyone, welcome.
Bam.
We're talking about shoes, obviously, tonight. Okay, let's see who we got in here. Kevin Ramsey, I saw you. Dark Angel. I think Saffron said she may have to dip out. I don't know if she's back or not. And same for She's a Wildflower. Thank all of you. Katrinka even gave us our 2-minute warning. I was like, oh, we got 2 minutes.
Really?
I saw it in the chat. Hey,
Yeah.
Papa's Farm, good to see you.
What up, Papa?
If I've missed you, I'm sorry. Woman of Spirit, I'm glad you're here. Michigan, hey, how are you? Miss Sharon, all is well. She's here.
What up, Miss Sharon?
Here.
Love you.
I think if I missed you, hey KP, how are you? Yes, Miss Sharon. If you have direct things for us, please put it on the caps because I'm telling you, we'll go squirrel trying to read through it and catch it, or we'll miss it. And if we do miss it, I'm sorry. That's just how it goes sometimes. Make sure you're in all chat, live chat, whichever it is. Hit that thumbs up. It's free to do it. Go ahead.
Yes.
All that stuff. Thank you guys for here. So,
yes.
We got to code a lot because that's the way it goes. I hope you know what you're saying, what we're talking about. Maybe not. It may not make
crazy.
I'm going to try. We're going to try our best. And check the chat because I may have some of my my mods in there kind of throw things in. Huck knows what's up.
Yes.
And some of this had come up. We know where we are. We all know about the underground type things everywhere. We've been talking about that and how they've been setting that up for a while, a couple of years now, and it's getting more. I had seen some things, even on other platforms, Rumble and stuff like that. There was a lot of movement and like maybe moving in, like type stuff at a certain one of those underground.
I'm listening.
RAVEN. Rock.
I'm listening.
But Miss Sharon's like, you better not say nothing to compromise the channel. So, anyways, there's these things and they're dumb. That's what it's D.U.M.B. I don't know if I can say that. They're deep underground, fill in the rest.
Yeah.
Huck put it in there. But this particular one, RR, it's in Pennsylvania. It is an exact replica. Josh, help me out on this one.
Man, I'm trying. Look,
You're participating in this.
I'm really thinking about it.
It's an exact replica of a very important building that's in DC. Let's say that.
All right.
So, anyways, not to go too much in that. The reason this kind of came about is because there's a lot of movement and activity going into especially that one. Hey, McBean, good to see you. And anyone else I missed. And it made me immediately think about Isaiah. I knew it was in Isaiah and I couldn't find it at first. And I was searching. It's Isaiah 2:10 through 22. If you want to look it up yourself, Josh and I have it also. And it made me think about that and the importance of it. It's biblical. He said it was going to happen. And here we are. So we're going to go through some of that. Yeah, Huck put some stuff up.
Hey, KC.
Yeah.
When you sent me these scriptures, seriously, I had to stop because the scriptures you sent me. Look, I don't know if it's the time period that we're in where all these things are coming to light, but the scriptures you sent me are powerful. Hey, fam, y'all, seriously, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, I sent him, and I sent him in an email. Can y'all believe he got him? Like, I was thinking, oh, we're gonna do this in 2 weeks because he's not gonna give me.
I tried.
No, but I was like, look, this kind of is going on, kind of what I went over.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking about these scripture, and I wrote all these things out, copy paste all these, and I was like, this is it. This is pointing. And we talked about the timing of that, what we just discussed, how these scriptures we're going to get into mean it, and the timing of what's going on right now. Here we are in June. We had the sat phones. A lot of chatter about things. So remember the sat phones as we're talking about this. And we have the dates, the June 12th through the 24th. There's kind of that, like, these may be these. I'm putting it up.
Yeah.
He did, like, right away. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Yes, you did answer me, Josh.
I mean, Miss
He
Sharon.
did.
You know, Miss Sharon. Yeah.
I must have just sent it at the right time. But so the dates that are kind of, they've had some weight on them. We're just not saying that's concrete. They're never going to fully announce.
Right.
But I go with, I don't think I can say the words. Let's just
say it then.
Not true flags. Let's just say that.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
FF. Not true
that.
flags.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that they're going to use something like that. Obviously. Yeah. They just do that. They're not going to let opportunity go. So that's going on in June. They got to have something because CBDC rolls up in July. So
that speaks volumes. No,
it does. And they would have to go. I mean, just like the information they put out when they gave those sat phones, they told them, don't go far from these certain locations, which is exactly what those kind of dumb areas that we were just talking about. It was that. And I hadn't even when they gave that announcement, I mean, I heard it, but I still hadn't thought about these scriptures at the time.
Yes. Hey, let's do this.
Just
because I'm slow. Just the dumb stuff. BUNKERs. Basically. High profile. We won't be going to these ones. These are the fancy ones. That's what she's talking about. An exact replica of a city that is, the city in this country. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think, because they're going to, hey, everybody, I'm sorry if I'm missing you. Because I'll get over here with Squirrel. Hey, Cherokee. Loving that knife still. I'm telling you what. Gosh knows, I do love that knife. Teresa, how are you? Camo Carl. I'm so glad y'all are here. Thank you guys. And I was actually just, how random Josh is. I was thinking about doing this. I was like, we'll probably do it next week. He's like, we gotta do this tonight. I'm leaving work right now. Put it on. I was like, oh my gosh. You gotta take care. When he says, you better jump on it because it's not gonna come back.
No, KZ. Miss Sharon, help me out.
Dusty Road.
What up, Dusty?
So, let's get it. Okay, let's get in scripture and start breaking some of that down.
Man. All right. Where you want to start? Where you want to, Isaiah?
Yeah, 2:10. So I think we'll read. You want to read it and then we'll break them down?
I can do that for you.
Okay, go ahead, do that.
All right. Okay. So Isaiah 2:10. Hey, fam, look, these scriptures are powerful, and they're gonna hit on so many different levels. The D.U.M.B, the BUNKERs, where we're at right now, spiritually. That all right. Let's just tap in seriously.
Yeah, Isaiah, it's in the book.
2:10. Yeah. Fam, hey y'all, they will hide in caves in rocky hills. Don't ask me who, or dig holes in the ground to try and escape from the Lord's anger and to hide from his power and his glory. Fam, hey, that's where we're at. That is where we're headed. Listen. I'm Casey, I'm sorry, but I'll read a scripture like 2 or 3 times. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, do it. No, fam. Go ahead. I ain't like that.
They will hide in caves and rocky hills. Who's gonna hide? Who's gonna hide in the caves and rocky hills?
Mm-hmm.
The ones who know they've been doing wrong this entire time.
They know, and they think that, and that's why they think that, and they'll fool other people to that they come do this side of things, and we can escape this. And those out there, they're not. And then they think they can just come back out, slither back out, and they'll be fine after a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
The beautiful thing about this, seriously, the Bible, the thing that I love about it is that it was written years and years and years and decades ago. So this stuff that we're reading, it's amazing how it fits. Listen, they will dig holes in the ground to try and escape the Lord's anger and to hide from his power and glory. I don't have a bunker. When they say they'll dig holes, I'm not thinking about like a 6 foot deep hole where they're just going to dig it and jump in. No. The good book told us that they're going to dig holes. That's a bunker to hide in.
And here it is. And that's why, and see, different times in history, we've talked about things. Oh, yeah, you know, this was awful. We thought that everyone thought that the end was coming, everything was coming. We are, I mean, it is like coming in live right off the pages. Like it is like, it says it. We're watching it. It's parallel exactly to this. It's mirroring what's going on.
Casey, Neuralink just got FDA approval for human being trials. I don't know if I can or can't say that. I'm sorry.
We'll find out. Strike.
We talk about
right. We talked about that. It is out. I mean, it is.
Bam. Things are moving fast. So just from this verse, we know that there will be people who will hide in the caves and in holes that they have dug, primarily to try and escape the Lord's wrath, because they know. But it's right here, so it's not gonna work.
Right.
11. A day is coming when human pride, fam. Words mean a lot for me. Words mean a lot, and sometimes I don't understand exactly what the words mean. But a day is coming when human pride, pride, will be ended, and human arrogance, pride, and arrogance will be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Lord alone will be exalted, stripping away the veil. Casey, bam.
They're gonna eat a humble buffet. I mean, he's about to, and I mean, it's a whole thing about they will feel the wrath of God. And the thing is, I try to explain to people, trials and tribulations that we are all go through is not the wrath of God.
It's not.
And so we will go through trials and tribulations. We are not immune to that. None of us on this earth at any point in history from beginning of time have been. But the wrath of God is different. And I mean, they're saying what and they know, and that's why they're doing these things. And he said, hey, guess what they're going to try to do?
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and write this down. Y'all read it when it starts happening.
Casey, Sodom and Gomorrah has been on my heart heavily. A bag of bricks, carrying around a sack of bricks in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
God's wrath. Hey, fam, if y'all think this is a game, what happened to Lot's wife when she turned around and she looked back?
You look back.
That's what we're talking about. Yo, we got to get this. Okay, even if we don't get this thing 100% right now, we got to start working on it, because he knows our heart. He knows that we're working on it. And that might be enough to get you over the finish line, because he knows genuinely in your heart we're working on this. Me too.
Yeah.
But pride and arrogance will be destroyed. Casey, I like words.
Me too.
Damn. And we talked about this before we went live. So I like words. So when I see a word that I like, I'll look up the definition. And pride is what hit me. A day is coming when human pride will be ended. Pride. Fam, hey, y'all know what pride is all about? Pride. Hey, we need to tap into this one, Casey. Pride is about, this is the definition that Google gave me. Deep pleasure or satisfaction from one's own accomplishments.
Yeah. We were talking about how much they've made that society that way, and they roll it in a different way because it's that there's that thing about that prideful, and we hear that in a lot of different ways, right? But it's taking on, it's giving the self, it's taking away from the glory of God. It's making, look what I did. This is my power. This is my doing. Yeah. And then I think that keeps going. And then that's when it goes into the arrogance, because that pride keeps on going and it builds. it it builds into that. And
Yeah,
that's a slippery slope. I mean, people that get in on that.
Yankee killed it with that one. Yankee, pride is the
Yeah.
original sin.
Oh
And,
yeah.
hey, Casey, look, when we do these
nice
lives,
story.
look, Casey, look, I am buried with work on a daily basis. Man, I work from like 6 to like 7. Emails, text messages, companies calling me, different people. What time are you coming? It's a constant, like it's ridiculous.
Just chaos
Right?
nonstop, right?
But this what we're doing right now, Casey, it makes all that go to the side and it puts everything into perspective. Casey, our entire lives, look, the last thing I want to do is go in front of the Lord and say, hey, Father, I did this for you.
Yeah, look what I did.
Hey,
we were even talking about when we were praying about different things. We always, because I always pray before I come on, before I do a live, before I record a video. I've always done that. And we were talking about how, and one of the things about doing that is saying, we always ask God to, work through us. Give me the words, guide me and lead me. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Because it is him. And how many times we said that? We're like, this isn't me and Josh. We're like vessels for this, but we also are learning through it and for each other. And that's it. I mean, this isn't, and I'm just using that as an example, but throughout life.
Yeah. Hey, Casey, look, one thing about me, y'all. Hey, fam, one thing about me is every day is a new day for me, right? Look, and I am in no way perfect or even close to it, but what I'm doing with this is I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I'm trying to continue to wrap my head around pride and arrogance and conceitedness. I'm trying, and that's all that we can really do, and hope that it's enough to get us to where we need to be at. But like it said, pride, a deep pleasure, satisfaction from one's own accomplishments. And Casey, when we talked about this, I would probably make the mistake. Seriously, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Hey, fam, I'm working on this thing. I would probably make the mistake and say, Father, I did all these things in your name to help people, to try to make things better. And right then and there, I already stepped on my own foot by saying I did these things. It's not me. It's Father, the things that you have taught me has allowed me. Through you, I have done these things. The reason that I want to be compassionate and I want to help is it's not Josh. It's the things that you have shown me.
Right.
And that's
I mean, how many times do we say, and I am big on this. I'm like, we all have our path or our mission that God has put us on.
Yeah.
And sometimes we may not understand that. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, I can't even see in front of my face. Where are we going with this? Because I'm kind of one of those sometimes it's like, could you just, write me a little note, put it on the brick or something, throw that at me because I need to know. But that's when that faith comes in. But, I think that we do have to constantly ask for that guide. Every day, I pray for that guidance. What do you want me to do? Where do you want who? I mean, I think that's part of also when we pray that. You ever just have like someone or something come to your mind, like, I don't know what's going on, but I just need to pray for this person right now.
Yeah, most times
that's me. God. That's not you.
Yeah,
you ain't got nothing to do with that, but He's going to use you as a vessel to do that.
Yes. And let's tap into this just for a sec. Seriously. So this, where we're at right now, hey fam, where we're at right now with everything that we're dealing with in society, man. Hey Casey, I'm a tiptoe, I promise. But
you're fine.
While I was driving, you catch a video here and there. North Face. Tell me you caught that video of North Face.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. North Face. Bud Light has a new one. It's a new one. That's crazy. Society is deteriorating.
Yeah. It's everywhere. I mean, in the wording in a lot of these different things also, and I'm not picking on one group or the other or anything.
Yeah, true.
In general, this is how they build society. This is how it's that predictive programming all around over and over, right? On different levels that they do that because they want people to be lovers of selves, because
Yes.
that's that separation. Everything Satan's job thing, everything his mission on whatever front he uses, so many
Yeah.
different things is this separation of us from Christ.
Yes.
And if
Hey,
you're all focused on you and look at me, well, I did this. God didn't do this. I did this.
get him, Casey.
How much further are we getting?
Yeah.
And then things get quiet from him because all you hear your own voice,
Yep.
and
Loud.
you better eat some humble pie, a whole humble buffet,
Yeah.
because, and I'm not saying, I mean, we all trip and fall and are short of the glory of God every day. We're not perfect, but the thing is the constantly striving. And every day, I mean, like we say this in our prep and things. I'm like, every day do something more. Every year do a little bit more. Every day be better than you were the day before.
Yeah.
Learn from mistakes, be humble, and keep moving forward. But don't get tripped up in things either and be like, I'm going to stay in this hole because I messed up. I hear that all the time. I messed up. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Don't listen to those lies.
Don't do it.
Because
Casey.
that's keeping you from what God can still continue to use you and to be on these paths, on this mission, stuff like that.
No, seriously. And look, so like I was saying earlier, I really do listen to words. So while I was driving and I was listening to that North Face commercial, it hit any person, fam. Look, this is why we gotta armor up now. Any person who is on the fence about this North Face stuff, any person who is on the fence, and they could either go this way or that way with all the craziness, the
Right.
stuff. That commercial was specific. It pinpointed people who are uncertain. They said, "Hey, we're coming to a city near you," and they said, "And if you're wondering why we're coming to that city, it's because we want you. We're coming. We're coming for you."
Right.
It wasn't. It's man. We gotta armor up, Casey.
Every day, and then I just and they're getting sneaky and pushy. It's so overwhelming. It's so overbearing. And then we hear a lot of people say, "Is it really?" I've heard, is it really a big deal? I mean, just that's how that goes. That's how that beat down, and that's what they're doing. And stay the course, stay in the word. This type of stuff we do, and I tell y'all, every time we end up doing one of these, I say, Josh and I get just as much back from our conversations from you guys. This is the fellowship. This is the growing and striving, and we're doing the things at this spiritual level, which I think is critically important.
Yeah, we're trying. Hey, we're trying. But look, so pride. Not to keep going back over it, but when he comes to put an end to pride, seriously, hey fam, seriously, I really want y'all to think about this one, and that is exactly what it says. A day. This is 11. We haven't even made it to like 22, but a day is coming when human pride will be ended. People will lose their absolute minds. Now we can tap in spiritually. So pride is the big house that you've worked so hard to
right.
Pride. I did this. I accomplished this for my family. I did all these things. What happens to people when he comes and he destroys that, and they have no idea why everything that they have spent their entire physical existence to build has been destroyed?
Because those are the people who have built and found their identity in these things, in these prideful things. And that's why he is going to strip them away and then say, now what are you?
Yeah.
You can't hide from that.
And it even goes deeper than that. As we're talking about this, there are things that I have in my possession. It's just simple things, but they're my things. They're things that I work for. My little SUV. Right. I love my little Durango.
Right.
That's my truck. I worked and I paid for that. But
right.
but to some extent, God gave me the strength. He woke me up every morning so that I could, it's gonna be tough. All right, what y'all want to talk about next? Where are we going next with this one? Where are we going, Casey? Bam.
Well, I mean, that part in the Bible where it's like, when he talked, the disciples, they were talking about, would you drop everything and you followed him?
Yeah.
You walked away from everything, you followed him.
Volume.
I think about that.
Yeah.
Because I even think about that when it comes to things around us. Like if that happened, all your preps. Let's just use that.
Oh, I knew you was, hey, Casey, that's what I was thinking. I was like, please don't tell me I got to drop my
Don't do
preps.
our
Please,
preps.
no.
Because you think, oh my God, this is my comfort, this is my safety, this is my savior, right? And it's not, because then that can become a false idol about things. Because you have to say, are you willing to? But you have to. That's probably a spiritual wargaming. It's just like I have to think about. I have to be reminded of those type of things.
Yeah.
Because if he told you to get and go, and you knew for a shadow of a doubt, it was God saying, I need you to get up, go.
Yeah.
What you got on right now, you have to know that what you're hearing, if it's from God, then he knows best and you got to go.
Casey, I could do
That's
it.
hard. I could deal without he's like, I can lose a dragon and not my preps.
Yeah. Hey, look, seriously, when you start saying, I was like, don't say preps, don't say preps. And you said preps. Hey, Casey, I could do it, but I'm going to tell you, I would be kicking.
It would. And that is where that faith and be like, but that is that father, he's our father, child thing. It's like, man, come on. Okay, I'm coming, but I'm going to fuss a little bit. Like, are you sure I can't, let's just take some of this? Yeah. You are able and capable, Lord, please.
Sodom and Gomorrah, Casey. Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm so glad that we're doing these lives. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So look, when that time comes and he's like, drop everything and just come.
Yeah.
The thought in my head is gonna have to be Sodom and Gomorrah. And
we have to be reminded and don't turn back.
Yeah.
Because ourself is gonna say, oh, well, maybe I can do. Well, let me just do my part on this.
Right.
That is so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of you guys too. Sandra, I see all you. I'm so sorry. Absolutely, Bama Jen. I'm so glad you're in here, Bama Jen. Bama Jen be having church.
Hey, Bama Jen, she's killing it with that one because when he removes what we're talking about, the pride, the arrogance,
all of that.
A lot of people, majority. I can see why Sodom and Gomorrah happened because majority of the people who aren't allowed to really play with their pride, to live in their pride and their arrogance, they aren't gonna know what to do with themselves.
Right. And the thing is, I'm gonna put this back up here and Bama Jen about that. Is a lot of times when he removes and strips all that out, when you stop hearing your own voice, and doing your own thing, I'm telling you, you're gonna be way closer. He's gonna be loud and clear to you.
Yes. Yes.
And my thing is, like we talk about any other thing prepping, I'm like, please work on these things now. Work on these things now. Like, go ahead and let's listen when he's in a calm voice until when he has to yell at you. But it's all a work. Josh is frozen. Yankee, you're sitting in top chat. Hey, Matt, how are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you're in here. I think Josh is frozen. Look at him.
Okay, I'm back. It was just
Native's in here.
What up, Native?
Oh, all of y'all are in here. Thank you so very much for being in here.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, exactly. And that is that trust. That's that big thing about trust. And we can trust him more than we can trust ourselves. Yeah. And if you accept that and understand that, you're gonna be a lot better off.
Yes.
If I've missed anybody, I'm sorry. So let's preps. Yeah, Dark Angel. I'd be like, I'm crying the whole way. I'm like, I'm not gonna look back, but you're gonna listen to me fuss this whole walk.
Casey, do you know how much I've invested in my preps? Like,
I know. I think about that. Like when people talk about bugging out and just taking what you got, I'm like, but no, we're gonna hold down fort here, okay?
Yeah.
But I do. There is that point where I do pray and I just think, Lord, just sometimes you got to be like, give me strength against myself.
No, that's awesome.
Because it's not
that's a tattoo or a t-shirt. That's awesome.
T-shirt it up. But it is. And we are human. We're in this flesh. So give yourself grace. I say stuff like that, but it is. And I do pray for things like that because, tell them, Saffron. Hit that thumbs up.
Yeah.
Native knows what's up. He knows what time it is always.
Man, Native's deep.
And I will let you know that you will get hits just for being associated. Guilt by association with Native. Just go ahead and take your pride and get your sticker. That's how him and I are like. I'm like, the only person that has more than I do on a short period of time is Native.
I'm sorry, Native. I didn't mean to laugh, bro. Yeah.
All right,
Hey,
let's
no. I
go
think
ahead.
back to some of like I think back to like some of the older lives, right? Like I ain't even gonna get it with Native. I ain't even gonna get into. I ain't even gonna touch it. But yeah, no, Native's the man. Lots of information. We talked about like major highway intersections. He knows what I'm talking
Yeah.
about when I say that. Yeah, that type of stuff. Oh, all right.
All right, let's
We're
move along.
all right. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate that. I need that sometimes. All right, 12. We did 10. We did 11. 11 was a day is coming when human pride will be ended.
Right.
Arrogance will be destroyed. 12. On that day, the Lord Almighty will humble everyone. Man, can you imagine that? He will humble everyone
Yeah.
who is powerful. We got to tap in. He will humble everyone who is powerful and everyone who is proud and conceited.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I hope. Hey, look, seriously. Hey, Casey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope that there's like two lines, right?
Yeah.
And one line is everybody that's like proud and conceited, and the other line is like all the people who aren't. And I hope that I'm in the line of the people who aren't. That's because they aren't gonna know what to do with themselves.
No. Because they're relying on self now when all
Yeah,
the stuff. And I said, if you're doing it now when it's this piddly stuff, what are they gonna do when it's real and it's on?
seriously. Look, this Isaiah. Thank you for bringing this to me. Seriously, these scriptures are saying that there's going to be major changes, not just physically. Look, I watched a video and it was the 10 foods that people ate during the Great Depression,
Yep.
and how we need to bring some of those back. Potato pancakes, chipped beef, simple.
Yeah. I love all those recipes. I have so many books. I do that all the time.
Really?
I stuck. Have you ever been on my channel?
I
God,
mean, I have. I
so
have.
I do. I love those that I watch that on YouTube. People from
Really?
the Great Depression, ones that
Yeah.
survived, recipes they made, elderly. I love elderly people. Them
Yeah.
talking about when I lived through this. I mean, they are just a wealth of knowledge about stuff like that, and grounding for the
Yes.
reality. I'm like, y'all are spoiled about stuff and things. But
Man.
I do practice, and I talked recently about one of my things about practicing those type of those recipes, those survival things. Like, look, you got enough nutrients and their bellies were full. I mean, you do those things now. And I'm like,
Yes.
we got 3 ingredients in this house. That's all we got. So we got to make a meal and feed the whole family with it. What are we doing?
Seriously.
I do
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
encourage people to do that
No other options.
because you need to get used to those things now.
Casey, I don't even want to talk about it. The prices of everything. All right, so I watched that video and I'm like, oh wow, yeah, potatoes. Potatoes was one of the primary ones,
Oh
and I'm
yeah,
thinking
and you can survive off
everybody,
potatoes if you leave the skin on. You can survive off of them.
yeah, everybody can grow potatoes, but not even just that. So when this time comes, and it's coming, y'all, we are in the mix. Native, we in the mix. So the food, the physical side of things will be jacked up.
Right.
You won't find steak. You won't find nicely filleted chicken breast in the grocery store. You're not gonna find these things. And then the good book is telling us that we're not just gonna get hit with the physical things. We're gonna get hit with the spiritual things.
Yeah, I mean, how much do we talk about that?
Yeah.
And
Doing
that's
away.
what you have to prep all areas. You cannot leave one of these areas untouched and not preparing for them. Because you
Casey.
cannot do one. You cannot. You can't do any. It doesn't matter what the physical stuff is. You have stacked to the rafters. You're ready. You're prepared. You've practiced all your skills to the T. If you're not spiritually prepared,
Seriously.
it is a daily battle. We talk about all the time. Every day, armor up. You may have to do it a couple times. Okay. Oh, I just took this one little piece off, and this came up. I mean,
Boom.
you can. And this
Nowadays,
spiritual warfare is it's so hot. It is just through the
it
roof.
is. It really is. It really is. So with the physical things being taken away,
Yeah.
almost diminished, that's what the prepping comes in at to be able to sustain and maintain calories, protein,
Yeah.
physical things to eat to survive. But then again, when pride goes, when arrogance is being attacked, Bama Jen, she put it the best with her comment way back then. Oh, there she goes again. So
yeah,
many
I'm
people-
not a pre-trib person. That's not biblically standing, but that's another conversation. But anyways, yeah, I'm not. I do have people, a lot of people comment, and I don't mean that ugly, and I don't think they do either. It says, we're not going to be here for any of that. Why are you preparing for them? Well,
yeah,
it's not biblical. Yes, we are. We are not immune to trials and tribulations. We are not going to face God's wrath, but there's a difference. I think I don't think anyways, that's a whole other thing, but we have to do our part. He tells us.
Yes, it's here.
The word, he tells us.
It's here. It's all coming to life.
Yes.
I really do believe, Casey, that if and only he can, that's one of the reasons that I feel like I really don't have to prove anything to anybody right now here on this, because he knows your heart.
Yeah.
And when you're standing in front of him, even if you haven't gotten it all together, he's gonna know that you have diligently been working on trying to get it together. He's gonna know how hard you have been trying to work at this. Who cares when the time comes? Then I'll get right. Oh no! But if you're somebody who has been trying and saying, "Look, Father, help me. I'm trying," and then even after you've been trying and trying and trying,
and he sees that.
Yes.
And I mean, that's why I'm like, even the things we have to trust him with that we're like we don't understand, but he knows. Oh, he sees things we don't see. He hears conversations we don't hear. And I say this regularly. I'm like, no matter what we're facing, either on whether it's like a personal level thing or a worldly big things that are coming in.
Yes.
God is already on the other side of that.
Absolutely.
So all we're going to do is make it through him, regardless of how quickly or how long or what we have to go through to get there.
Yes. Yes.
And
I want to.
What?
No, I was just saying, I want to be on the winning side.
You're on it. We're fighting a good fight.
Yeah. What up, TT1?
I saw him in here. I can't get too much. I'll go squirrel, and then that's all over. That's game over for me. But on this about God for right, yes. Okay, remember the lady with the oil? You remember she and we can even talk about the fish and the bread. It didn't run out. And see, the thing is, God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. He can perform the same miracles that he did biblically. He can do that today. It's just that we've become so about self and so worldly. We've taken that out. How many people like, well, that's back then. That can't happen now. Why not?
Yeah.
Would he lose his power and grace and mercy between then and now?
What about this one, Casey? Hey, fam, chat. Hey, TT1, Teresa, tell me if I'm wrong. Saffron, tell me if I'm wrong. The whole pride thing. Like we just read it. Not to keep going over it. I'm just saying.
No, go ahead.
The whole pride thing. That is all. And social media right now with this is being used for a beneficial thing. But a lot of social media, that's all that it is. It is, look at me.
The whole
Look at me.
Look at the whole selfie thing.
I got. Yeah.
You remember remember when back in the day, back when we were young, way back whenever, and you take pictures and you had to wait like 10 days to get them developed and got brought back, and they looked stupid because you thought, man, these I paid for these are gonna look great.
Yeah.
Now somebody can take this picture 50 times and be like, and just delete it. Yeah. But it gets that wrapped in, and I think it's just another worldly distraction that they've used, a tactic that they've used.
Yes. And the fact that it has improved and become so much more convenient and faster. The pictures. I can remember when you have to drop off the rolls at Walgreens or whatever, and it'd be a couple days and check to see if they've been developed. It's all instantaneous now. Yeah. That tells me how I'm not gonna say evil, but that tells me how like not right it is.
Well, but how much is that? I think exactly, TT1, that instant we've talked about this, that instant drive-through. Immediate gratification. But see, that's why people are feeding and they need it more and they need it more and nothing's enough and they do more and how these things have gone because we had a different sense of things back then.
Yes.
We looked forward to things. We were more patient about things. We were more appreciative about things. Now it's all gone.
Dopamine. Give it to me now.
Yeah.
Now.
And it's feeding it. It's like that drug. Just feed it. Just feed it. Give me that thing.
Yeah.
And they have to keep upping it and upping it. Okay.
You want me to read another scripture?
Yeah, go ahead. What are you on? 12 or 13?
Yeah, go ahead. 13.
Okay.
13. All these scriptures you sent me are
the whole thing, and it is. I'm gonna put it down here. Go ahead and read because I'm gonna put. So if people want to go back, they can do it.
And then they pull me in different directions, like physical, spiritual, like just different levels. So 13.
Right.
13 is scary. I'm not even gonna lie to you. 13 is real physical. He will destroy tall cedars of Lebanon and all the oaks in the land of Bashan. I don't know about the land of Bashan, but he will destroy all tall cedars. That's physical to me.
Yep.
That's physical. I heard somewhere that the first one was water and the second one's going to be fire.
Okay.
I don't know. Can somebody help me out with that one?
He said Bama Jan, could you drop that in there?
But it's going to be fire. And so looking at these verses, the first few verses, 11, 10, 11, and 12, that was dealing with man's arrogance, their pride, their conceitedness. And now we're tiptoeing into physical destruction. It's coming. And I really do believe that we're here. Just to tap in with what's going on. I don't know what I can and can't say. I don't know. But the Bears homeland, the Bears DC, we already know. Right. It's been getting hit. And even though it hasn't been like totally destructive, it's been enough for them to really intensify this conflict.
And the thing is, okay, and don't anybody jump all over me about this. I'm not saying I like the guy or anything, but he has held way more restraint than most people.
KC.
I mean, oh my. It really, I mean, hey. And I mean, it's like they're let me just keep thumping you right in the face over and over and over until you finally have like, I have had it. And everything that's been building up is going to come. And they want that to pop off.
Casey, could you imagine if something happened like, in DC, like what's, I'm not going to say any crazy words, but could you imagine if
that exact thing happened here, how that would have went down?
Oh my goodness. No, we would be ready to destroy any and everyone who had something to do with it. It would be the towers again, times 10. Yeah. And
way more than that.
I think I think they understand this conflict. I think they understand how devastating a conflict between two superpowers would be.
But I still think that they are still in their arrogant, evil mindset that I'm down here, I'm going to be safe down here. And it'll just be casualties up there, and we want them gone anyway. So whatever I still think that and yes, we are modern Babylon.
Oh, she dropping bombs. Casey, what do you think about that? Babylon.
I think it's about that word Babylon.
Yeah.
Or there were the new Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, we're all that over here at this point.
Really?
I mean, look at the I mean, it says, in the end times, America is not mentioned in the end times in the Bible.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not ever mentioned. So, I mean, I hear, people have, conflicting things. They'll say, well, that's because it's not important, or that's because it's destroyed. What, where is it at with
right.
them?
Yeah.
We
got to be
because we don't know. We don't know everything. He told us what he wanted us to know in that, and what we don't know, then we have to trust him. And
I like that.
We have to do our part. We have to, be ready. We have to be right.
Yeah. Cherokee did it. Cherokee got me in Revelations. Set fire. Yeah. Water destroyed all. So no more. Appreciate you, Cherokee. Yeah. Fire.
Maybe I'm behind. Am I behind or above?
Man, come on. You don't even try it, Casey. We're all
Look, I'm running this show. It's difficult over here. Right.
I'll be quiet.
Y'all want to talk about how far back?
I'll be quiet.
Y'all go watch some of his old lives.
Yeah, way behind. Appreciate that, Cherokee.
I appreciate you. Cherokee's always in here with some stuff too. I appreciate you.
Hey, Cherokee, you got to drop those videos that you dropped. Like, bro, he was dropping videos about maps of the Middle East.
I remember those. I used to watch it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I gotta go write this back down and what he's saying.
Seriously, that was
Yeah, Cherokee, you
PIA
should get on
days.
that.
Yeah, that was
Cherokee, we need you to do it. Okay, just write it down.
yeah. Like he was
Pencil
dropping
that in.
gems. That was PIA days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember us being up there. I think all four of us were on one time. Because I think that's when I met. Because that's where I met Cherokee. Also, was over on Appalachians.
Yeah. I miss.
Yeah, man, we used to have some good conversations.
I miss her.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, moving along.
Yeah,
we'll get through this.
13. So I just read 13. Just to recap, he will destroy tall cedars of Lebanon and all the oaks in the land of Bashan. 14. He will level high mountains and hills. That's all that 14 says. That is scary.
It's like mic drop at that moment.
Yeah,
like,
that's
all of them.
That's all that it says.
And I mean, people who, because I mean, even the ones they've put in the mountainsides, they've talked about there's different types of, of those things that aren't just on the ground. They're in the mountainside. He said flattened. Dang. Like he said flattened out.
Dang. Yeah. That's what it says.
That will be your tomb. Okay. That's all I'm going to have to say about that.
It says it. Yeah. The high mountains and hills. He will level them.
Yeah.
How do you think he'll do it? He'll just do it.
Yep.
Okay. Earthquake. Something like that. Rubble. Everything comes down.
It doesn't matter how he does it. It'll be him doing it.
Gotcha.
He may grab the earth and shake it. I don't know. I mean.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. 14 is scary. 15. And that's why I love these, because they go from like physical to spiritual. But 15, every high tower and the walls of every fortress. Okay, so it goes together. 14, he will level the high mountains and hills. 15, every high tower and the walls of every fortress. There's going to be no place to hide. And that's what people are not understanding.
Yeah. You're not going to escape. It doesn't matter what shadows you're in. The darkness cannot hide from that light.
Y'all better get it right. I better get it right. Casey, there's not going to be any place to hide. Look, even if you make it, even if you make it through the bombs, even if you make it with food to eat, even all the
worldly physical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why we talk about this so much. That stuff's still not going to save you at the end of it's going to get you through that. Oh, it got you through that point. It got you through that episode of this that just happened. This wave of this thing that happened.
Yeah. Now.
But it ain't going to save you your eternity of stuff.
Yeah,
you can't escape that. It's not like, he didn't even see me. I was slick with that. That's not how that's going to work.
Oh, yeah. Facts. And that's what's going to, I think.
You're all messed up, Robotronic.
Am I?
Okay, now you're okay.
Let me stop my cam. Some bandwidth.
I hate that.
That's the best picture I've ever taken in my entire life, Casey.
I know, but then I'm sitting up here by myself. I'm going to turn mine off.
All right. I'll come back. Yeah. Casey, there will be no place to hide. The preps won't save you. Your house won't save you.
That's exactly Native just said that. If all the mountains will be shaken and crumble to the ground, what do you think will happen to all the man-made buildings?
Done.
It'll be beyond the worst earthquake there's ever been. It's going to be beyond that. There's not going to be anything left because he says he's going to destroy it and rebuild it.
I don't like these scriptures anymore.
You got to read on.
It's too real for me. I got work to do now. No, it's all good. I'm all in. I'm all in. Yeah. All right. 15. 16?
15.
All right. So 15 goes with 14. 14 was 15, every high tower, all the walls of every fortress, done. 16. I'm scared to read 16. Seriously.
Better
16. Yeah. 24/7. He will sink even the largest and most beautiful ships. There goes the ark.
Sink. All of that. Don't be up in the sky. Don't be up on a ship. You better be right wherever you're at.
And the mountains and the hills won't save you.
And underground. It's not. You can't escape that. And I think that people think, and that's where the pride thing comes in. I am smarter and above this, and I know how to escape this and work, wait it out. They think
Right.
that that's a prideful thing. That's an arrogance thing, that they're above that they're above God, and they're going to be able to outsmart and hide from it. What's
Zucchini
coming?
muffins. Have you ever eaten a zucchini muffin? Katrina, have you eaten? I don't know if I want to eat a zucchini muffin.
Like I've had like zucchini and chocolate like that before, like
What?
muffins or something. Yeah, I've had them before.
It sounds like I'm going straight to the bathroom. Chocolate and zucchini?
I mean,
No.
it's not something I have had them before.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what
Okay.
y'all talking about. Y'all gonna make me go squirrel. I can't even be over here with these muffin talks.
Yeah, no, I was just, yeah. We all need work, Josh. Hey, TT1, bro. Hey, TT1, bro. Hey, I work on it. I try, brother. That's.
But that's the thing. When God knows, we're like, hey, God, I'm trying, and I know it. I fall short every day, but I am seeking to be better than I was. I am seeking to do better, be better, keep moving forward. We always talk about moving forward on prep, spiritually, everything else. That's what matters.
Thank you, Casey. 17. Let's see what 17 says. I don't know what it's gonna say, but it's not gonna be good. 17.
He loved these verses.
Yeah. All right. 17. Human pride will be ended. Pride. That's I did this.
Yep.
This is mine. Human pride will be ended. And human arrogance will be destroyed. What was arrogance? I hate to break. What was I wrote it down? Arrogance.
He can't read his own writing either.
Yeah, you know how I am. Arrogance, a false attitude of superiority.
Yes.
Arrogance. Human pride will be ended. Human arrogance will be destroyed. Idols will completely disappear. That's deep. Yeah. Idols?
And people are going to be lost. Because I think it the same way. You know how we would say, if I did not have God in my life, I would be completely lost. I would have fallen on my face a long time ago. I would be a mess.
Yeah.
So these people who have these false idols, and it can be large or small. People, their phone is their false idol. There's all these different things. When that's taken and gone,
money.
People are going to come out of their mind. Talk about being lost.
Jordans. The list goes on and stupid
materialistic nonsense. You're not taking it with you.
It goes
because they find their identity in that, and we find our identity in Christ, right?
Yes.
So, but you see, we cannot lose ours in that sense. And he says, I'm going to take it away.
Man, hey, y'all working on me. Seriously, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yeah, y'all are working on me. Even though we're doing this live. Yeah. I'm gonna have to sit down after this one and really do something.
He's gonna sit there with complete silence.
I gotta get it right. All right, so human pride will be ended, and human arrogance. I know I just read it, but I want to make sure we all get it in. Human pride will be ended. Human arrogance will be destroyed. Idols will completely disappear. Gone. In
a snap.
That's motivation. That's motivation for a lot of people. The idols. The Lord alone will be exalted on that day. Hey, people are gonna be disappointed, Casey.
Yeah, you better hope they better hope they take that next chance if they didn't get it right the first time.
Seriously, Casey, look, when all they have left, when the only thing that's left is the Lord alone will be exalted on that day, people are gonna lose. I don't want this. Yeah. You know, I had 20,000 subs. I want to go back to doing what I was doing. I had this. I had the shoes.
I worldly things.
Thank you, Casey.
Because you know what is that classic saying? We're building our riches in heaven.
Yeah.
Not here.
Casey.
Get your focus right. That's what I say.
That's why the way is narrow and few.
Exactly.
I'm seeing that clear. And thank you for bringing these scriptures, Casey. I'm seeing no, seriously, for real. I'm seeing it now. That's why the path is narrow and few.
Exactly. And which is sad because he doesn't ask much from us. He doesn't ask
It's
much. The
free.
world asks way more from us, and people are just like hanging on by their teeth and just blood, sweat, and tears to get worldly things. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What do do you see the weight of the difference of that?
You killed it with that one. It's
I
free.
don't, and I don't know how people can't wake up from that. I mean, the blinders are on, and it's the lovers of self, which is ultimately of Satan, of the prince of lies in the world,
Yes.
anything like that. But it's still mind blowing to me.
It is. Now that you put it that way, it is. Casey, it's free. You don't have to go
free.
work 10 hours. You don't have to work 50, 60 hours a week to get it. It's just make the decision and move forward.
Right.
It's free. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We're learning some. Well, at least I'm learning. I'm really learning some stuff tonight.
You too, but how many times have we said it before? I'm like, the Bible is the only book that you can read 1,000,000 times.
Yes.
And it's going to speak to you differently. It's going to come out. It's the only living book that every time it's going to hit you the way it needs to hit you at that moment. I'm telling you, when I saw those things, I wasn't even looking for anything. I saw those things about that dumb underground thing. And I was like, and it was just that one particular. Now there's tons and tons of them.
Yeah.
But what that one is a replica of underneath, and there's a lot of movement going on there.
Really?
And then I was like, wait, okay. There's movement going on.
Yeah.
And we just did the sat phones.
Man.
Then we have the dates of the 12th through the 24th.
Yes.
CBDC's rolling out in July.
You better not say that again, Casey. No, I'm just playing. I don't know what you. I don't know what you can and can't say.
And I was thinking about Isaiah, and I was like, what is that scripture? What is that scripture in Isaiah? So I had to get in there and start reading, and then I pulled it up, and I hit him up. I was like, Josh, I was watching this and this under thing, and I was reading this, and I was thinking about this, and I copied. I was like, this whole chunk of scripture, it just hit me differently. I mean, you read things, and you're like, yeah, that's gonna happen. But then I was like, we're gonna go through the checklist. It's written. Here's the scripture, and here's what's going on. Let's just check. Let's just kind of match that up.
Hey, fam, when she sent me this, I was like, "Nah, we got to do this because it's powerful. This hits hard." Yeah. Thank you, Casey.
You're welcome, Josh. I got you. Always got you.
Appreciate that. The idols will completely disappear. The Lord alone will be exalted on that day. Hey, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be like, hey, got y'all. We told y'all. You didn't want to listen. I'm going this way. Seriously. Yeah. All right. What do we need next? That's 17. We're getting close to the end. 19. 19?
19 is a good one, yeah.
All right. Okay. And so some of these almost sound like the ones before, but let's tap in. So 19.
But God, when you remember how in the Bible it says sometimes if it's like he said it 3 times. If he repeats it, he's trying to tell you. And that's why I went from 10 to 22 on that, because
gotcha.
Like, okay, you may not have heard me a while ago, a couple lines back, but I'm telling you again.
Yeah. Listen.
Yep.
I'm gonna send Casey to explain it to you so you know to listen. Thank you, Casey. Hey, I appreciate everybody. I'm not even gonna lie to you. 19. People will hide in caves in the rocky hills or dig holes in the ground to try and escape from the Lord's anger. I'm scared of that. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
But we should be fearful of that. They say, you should, at anything in this world, you better. But it's not like there is that fear of that thing. But it's also that out of love, yes. And you have a choice. Free will. You have a choice. It's so simple.
Yeah.
The weight of this world, or the light as a feather with this way.
Yeah. All right. Dig holes in the ground to try and escape from the Lord's anger and to hide from his power and glory when he comes to shake the earth. There's definitely going to be a shaking.
Oh, yeah. He's shaking things now. Because I kind of feel like that's those little warning shakes. Like, look, I'm telling you, things lining up. I'm trying to wake some people up.
Yeah.
These stubborn ones who are still caught up in themselves, caught up in this world, think they got time. Oh no, how many times have you heard that?
Yeah.
People are like, man, I got time. I want to do what I want to do, but I got time. Time is that sand is running out.
Casey, seriously, when I got home from work, I ran and took a shower, and I don't know. You throw these things out, and like I'm talking to myself, like processing and crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the most important things, legit. Sorry, y'all, I hate to. In the shower, one of the most important things that came across because I was thinking about this was time. Time is short.
It is.
The one thing
one eye here.
we can't get more of it. Now is the time for this.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. All right. So 19, when he comes to shake the earth, he will shake the earth, y'all. 20?
Yeah.
20? All right. Hey, we're getting there. When that day comes, they will throw 20. Yeah. When that day comes, they will throw away gold and silver idols they have made and abandon them to the moles and the bats.
So the moles are on the ground, the bats are in the caves.
All right.
They're
yeah.
Just,
But they will throw away the gold and silver, the idols.
Yeah.
Look, he's basically telling you that gold and silver are idols to a certain extent.
Right. Yeah. So
that's what drives everything in our society right now.
Look at the worldly things. Of course it does.
He's gonna do away with it. Look,
it mean nothing. It will mean nothing.
Let's go back to prepping.
Dirt. It'll be nothing.
Let's go back to prepping. What should we do? Should we buy silver and gold coins and just like store them up? Should we invest in crypto? As preppers, what should we do? Should we invest in the next system that's coming? I've heard this question asked 1,000 times by so many people. It's going to be destroyed.
Well, the next system is the beast system, right? The beast system, right?
Here we go.
He said this is his last live he will ever do with me.
No, absolutely not.
But it is the beast system.
Yeah.
And I will say it as long as I have breath. You better pray for discernment and things like that. And I know people say, well, what are you going to do when your kids are starving and you do this and you have to take this or else? Yeah. That is, hear me out.
I'm listening.
That is temporary before I go against what God said do not do. Do not take this or become part of that, because there's the thing about, with that is that obedience and faith and trust with him. And that's what he wants. So simple, hard, but simple. It doesn't have the same weight as the worldly things. We have to keep that in mind and pray for that discernment. God, what do you want me to do? Will lead me, provide for us, protect us. You just do your prayers for you and and yours.
Yes.
But the thing is if you take and do the things that they say, now you're part of this beast system, right?
Yeah.
What is that promising you? I have more food for right now. I'm worried about storing my riches in eternity instead of this link here, because eventually it says that we've been reading it. No matter what, he's going to destroy it anyway.
Destroy it. Done.
So you're not saving anybody, your children or yourself or anything else by doing that. It's not. I mean.
Yeah. Hey, not to change. You know what I'm noticing a lot of now?
What's that?
So where I'm at, they're building tons of these apartment complexes. It's getting ridiculous. It used to be like 3 stories was the highest that they would go, but now I'm seeing like 5 stories. I saw one the other day at 6. Looked it up. 1 bedroom, it's like 600 square feet is like $1,600, right? We talked about those 1.5 minute. I'm trying to be cryptic, and what I'm noticing.
15.
All right. If you say so. So what I'm noticing is that
places.
Yeah. What I'm noticing is that a lot of these the new ones that they're putting up,
right,
they're all centered around the Wally World, and
Oh
and
yeah.
then and a lot of the fancy ones, they have these. I'm just noticing it. They have these kind of like it's like a I don't know store. It's not a storefront, but it's a strip mall right in front of the complex.
Because it's walking distance. Because we
Yes,
can't be doing all this driving. I don't
I'm
need
seeing
that.
it now.
But what do we say over and over? They sell it as convenience. We're doing this for you.
I'm seeing it
Save
now.
the planet, doing this for you. This is convenience. This is safer. This is
Yes.
better. That is what they're going to do. That is what they're doing. They're doing it everywhere. They're going to strip. That's why, because, and that's
Yeah.
something Huck and I talk about all the time.
Yeah.
Like the rural different areas. Same as the scripture goes, no one is in a place that it won't eventually, at some point, be affected.
I'm seeing it, Casey.
So you're in, okay, we talk about, oh my gosh, if you're in the city, yes, those are going to be the immediate things you need to get out of there. You're buying yourself more time, and you do have that more time, and you have more self-sufficiency. We know what builds from that. Eventually, there is no place that ends up being untouched, or it just may take longer for them to get to you. Cherokee,
Matt
your videos you used to do about the maps.
Man, yeah.
That's what we're talking about. The map videos you used to do back in the day with me and Josh and Appalachian PIA. Those maps, those are the videos. It was spiritual stuff.
Israel.
And you were talking about Gog and Magog, and you would do all that. That's what we're talking about.
Killing
Put on it, Cherokee. Daggone.
We need it, brother.
I'm just Casey, picking at you.
In the cities, what did it for me was I was driving one day, just in a hurry, trying to get to where I was going, and I saw this new, like I was like, wow, that came up fast. The whole fancy apartment complex,
right?
And when I saw the strip mall in front of it, I was like, that's not a bad place to live. They got a pizza place. They got Wally World across the street. They got a chiropractic. They had everything in this strip mall that if you stayed there, pizza, like sports bar deal, everything.
Yeah.
And Wally World just across the street. And then when I started looking, I noticed that all of these new complexes were literally like within a 5-minute walk of Wally World.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
That is what they're doing. They're creating, and that's why they're gonna create and do things that they'll. You know how they said they'll do, and there was a big thing Huck and I used to talk about that we were worried about fire. They would burn out the really rural areas because they're going to try to push and shift people to get them where they want.
Yeah,
they're going to do different things, and that's why they control certain things that go on. Maybe they'll flood those areas. Maybe they'll burn those areas. Could be a lot of different things because they're going to want to try to displace and move people where they want them to go.
Hey, like Huckleberry said, high-speed internet.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be perfect. Like, I don't know. Once what is it, UBI or whatever it is comes into, hey, the F-16s, they can be controlled by AI. Those F-16.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were talking about that a while ago.
You don't need pilots. You can put anybody. You can put infantry in one and just let them sit there. Sorry, bro. It is what it is.
Well, how much did we say AI is going to take over? What was it? What did we come up with, guys? I believe it was 70% blue collar jobs. AI will take over. And then now we're talking about this isn't a blue collar thing. This is something so incredibly serious. What could possibly go wrong with that?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I watched the Apache. MSM. Woke up sipping on my coffee, 6:30 in the morning. MSM. I know we don't watch that. Piddling around, y'all.
Right.
Work. There was a guy talking about AI controlling Apache helicopters. The pilot, there was nobody in the front. The pilot was in the back seat with the reporter, and the pilot said, "Hey, look, just it had a tablet." He said, "Just tell it what you want it to do, and we'll do it." And he said, "I don't know how to fly a helicopter, let alone an Apache tablet." He said, "Well, just touch right here," and the thing lifted up, and it moved to the right.
See,
he says, "We can send this anywhere that it needs to go." Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was just another thing. I'm not gonna be able to say it in here. There was just another one of these things. Oh, Huck, we were just reading it last night. There's another one, and it just off like its handlers for something. Where was that?
Oh, I think
it was I read it yesterday.
Like it was given a command. It was given a command, but then it
It
like it
turned
yeah,
and
on
went
the
on it
commander.
and off of them.
Yep. I heard about it. I don't have all
Yeah, I gotta be careful, but
yeah. Yes. Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Are we through this? No, you're not through it. What are you on 20?
I'm slow. All right. All
No, no,
right.
no. I wanted to break them down as we went.
21, 21, 21, 21. When the Lord comes to shake the earth. Hey, y'all, let's listen up because it's telling us. When the Lord comes to shake the earth, people will hide in holes and caves and rocky hills to try and escape his anger and to hide from his power and glory. That's what 21 says.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
like
that's
that
kind of
that
that repeat.
repetition.
Like what I say. Okay, let's talk about this again. Did you hear me this time? You weren't paying
Gee.
attention earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We only have one left, Casey.
Okay, get it.
I hope it's good. I hope it's like cupcakes and just nice. 22. Put no more confidence in mortals. What are they worth? Hey, no, we need 23 because that's not gonna cut it.
I want the rest of the story.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Where's the rest? Put no more confidence in mortals. Okay, let's tap into that.
Yeah.
Mortals, people, they can't save us. There's nothing they can do for us.
None of them. No matter how powerful, no matter how rich, no matter how much earthly power they have, because we're seeing them flex all that for how long, and it's getting worse and worse.
Yes.
There'll be nothing. There's nothing that they know how powerful they think that they are here can do for you. There's no saving you if you're here to feel that wrath.
That sums it up.
Now, how that would make you feel like I'm gonna try this God thing out, and I'm gonna get right.
Yeah,
seriously, not.
Seriously. Hey, we're on our own. I mean, with God, but we're on our own. Oh yeah, they're gonna save us. They got a plan. They're gonna handle this. Don't worry. Things you can't say. STIMUL. Don't worry. They're gonna come and save us. The churches have food banks. They have things in place for these type of calamities.
Yeah.
But they won't. What if, Casey? What if when things pop off, and we're on the cusp of things popping off? What if things pop off to an extent that they really can't help us? The hiding in the caves and the holes,
Right.
the dumbs, and there's nothing that they can do at that point. So it is literally on us.
But but also when it comes down to that wrath, there's nothing they can do for themselves either. So what are they going to help us for?
Right.
There's nothing anybody can do. But in a blink, no matter how awful and horrific, and like this is the worst nightmare I could ever think about happening here on this earth. In a blink, if that is your time and how it goes, and it'll be over, and you'll be in paradise.
Oh yeah,
forever. That's it.
This will be a dream. Yeah,
in a blink of an eye.
Yes.
And this will be destroyed. We'll all come back here, and it's going to be built the way it was supposed to be intended from the get-go. Without all of that worldly nonsense.
I got work to do, Casey.
Hush your mouth.
Every day I got work to do.
We all do, but that is that striving, and that God knows your heart.
Yeah.
None of us are worthy. If we had to go on that things, we all fall short.
Yeah.
Although we constantly are. Good night, Katrinka.
Peace out, Katrinka. Thank you.
You have a good one.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
I love her.
I'm so glad to see everybody that's here.
I am. All of you. I do. I appreciate you. And I'm always like, we always say it. Miss Sharon, where are you at?
Yes.
I had the best chat. I do. I have such a great community. I just love you guys. And y'all are truly, truly such a blessing to me and to Josh and each other. I see it over and over. And that is what is important, because if you're in here, we're in this together. Mm-hmm. We might as what I say, while walking each other home, we're getting through this, our journey, our path we got to go on. And we might as well make it a good one and we got enough worldly stuff going on.
Yeah.
Do our part. Keep that keep that relationship. I'm telling you, if you would quiet your stuff from the worldly stuff, he will guide you. He will lead you. Because I mean, like even something you think, oh, it's something as simple as this.
Yes.
With this scripture that came in mind, because I saw something else. I wasn't even looking for anything. I saw this and I was like, oh, what's going on here in Raven? Oh.
All right.
And then I looked at it and then I was like, well, let me kind of look around a little bit. It's just one place. And I was like, oh no, this is like everywhere. And then the videos that they started getting taken out. I was like, oh my, well, that's important if they're taking it down, right? And I was like, and then it was like a click. Yeah. I was like, where? I said, I think it's in Isaiah. Is it in Isaiah? Where's it at? And I was like, it's coming off the pages.
It is. Yeah. Thank you for passing it on to me.
You're welcome.
No, seriously, I got work to do, man. Look, just when I think, I'm getting to a smooth patch where something like this comes up and I realize I got more work. I got more work to do. Yeah.
We all do, but every day, that's that armor up. That's that relationship. That's that praying. That's that the guidance. It's on. Where's Bama Jen? Tell him, Bama Jen.
Tell me, Bama Jen. I'll listen.
We do that because we are still. I say all the time, give yourself grace. We are still in this human flesh of form. We are still going through things, but that doesn't. There's a difference in, Lord, I'm still striving. I have work to do. I am still continuously learning. None of us are going to make it perfect and be whatever and say, well, I didn't make my checklist, so I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
He sees that.
Yes. Yeah. Man, things are getting wild and weird. Right, yeah.
See, there's a big difference.
Appreciate you, Bama Jen. Yeah.
She always knows what time it is, doesn't she? She does. She's on. I was hoping she'd be in here tonight. I was thinking about you earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. So many things are changing right now. Fast. Your boy, Canadian prepper. He said that
my boy. Go ahead, sorry. I'm gonna interrupt.
My bad. I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah, I don't watch her. Go ahead.
That guy. And I kind of do believe it, but in this conflict that we're in, because this conflict is alive, this number 3 conflict.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever be announced as a direct conflict. It's always going to be drills, and the drills will turn into the conflict.
Yeah. Exactly. And they're gonna because we have the
12th through the 24th.
Yeah, they have those, not true flags. I can't say that on here.
Yes.
So no.
Mm-hmm.
They have to have one of those. I feel like they have to have one of those this month or something with next month to do with the digital stuff. Gonna have to. Absolutely, Miss Sharon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Bama Jan.
Anything sprouting, Miss Sharon? Anything sprouting? It's fun. Yeah.
It is. I love my garden. It's peaceful. That's my happy place. I go out there like 2 to 3 times a day and walk. I always pray over my garden. Really? I always touch my plants and pray over my garden.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you what I'm working on. Can I tell you what I'm working on?
Absolutely.
I was working with the guy. He had a walker. He was walking, and when we were walking in his house, I looked out of the screen door or whatever, and he had a water catchment system. It was the 55-gallon, the blue. He had 2 of them connected to his drain.
His gutter system.
I'm like, wait a minute, bro. We're walking this. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. What is that? Is that a water catchment system? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. You want to check it out? Come on, let's go. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I don't know if it's safe to be walking all in the backyard. He's like, no, come on. Casey, listen, this is what I'm on right now. He's got me fired up with gardening.
Yeah.
The water catchment, the barrels. He had it's a timer, an irrigation timer.
Right.
Amazon, they're like $30. It has 2 outlets. You can put it on the water catchment system or just on the spigot on the house. And then he had 160 feet of the PVC. That it's an irrigation system, self-watering system for your garden.
Right.
You set it to water them for so long in the morning and so long in the evening.
Just a timer for whatever.
This dude had everything. corn, blackberries, strawberries, potatoes, everything. And I'm like, all right, this is a sign.
Yes, if he can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, this is what I needed to see. Compost bin. I was like, where the chickens at? He was like, nah, the neighbors got chickens. We can't do that right here, right now. But everything. That's what I'm working on right now. Amazon, I'm ordering the timer. I'm ordering the 200 feet of drip nozzles with the teas. Casey, it's time. Potatoes.
Yeah. Don't talk to me about my potatoes. Where's DD1? My potatoes. I had that tower. I don't know. I think because the weather was
tower.
I had a potato tower this year.
What is that?
It's just like chicken wire. You make like a round big thing, and build it up, and you do it layers. It's like a certain type of like hay, like straw, and then dirt, soil, potatoes, and then another. You just keep laying like a parfait, and then it's like,
what happened?
I think because we were getting it was like it's either nothing or like coming a flood drenching downpour, and they got soggy. So then they were doing great, and then all of a sudden it was like they rotted in there because
I got you.
Like that root rot that vegetables get because it was so wet.
All mushy.
Now, my sweet potatoes are in the ground; they're not in the tower, and they're doing great.
Really?
So like this year, my potatoes didn't. They were taking off. They were doing great. I was like, I'm doing it like this every year. I talked about this I think Sunday, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I think they just it rained so much, and potatoes don't like that. And they're picky. There's that fine. It was just russet potatoes of I'm not getting enough water, or okay, that's too much, and I'm done. I'm rotten. And they can be funny like that. And but the weather's been weird this year.
Yeah.
This season, it's been not normal for our area. It has not been normal. My bok choy and my broccoli would not stop bolting. Even I kept trying to fix it. I dug it out. I got new plants. I did seeds. It would come up and then it would start bolting. So that didn't do well. And my potatoes.
Yeah.
Everything else is doing great. But and the bees are in there doing their thing. I see the bees on there. There's nonstop. And I think that has helped because see, last year we didn't have any pollinators. We were like, Huck and I would have to run out there, but like, did that flower, did it open? Is it a male or female? You have to learn how to think. And we were self-pollinating these flowers.
Really?
It was hard, but you didn't get a fraction of the production. But man, them bees are like getting it.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time I've grown potatoes was in like 5-gallon buckets, and it worked out pretty good. Best French fries I ever had in my life. Yeah. So.
And potatoes, you can. I may not be what you want, but I mean, look at what happened in Great Depression. Different things. The Irish, the natives, all the potatoes. Especially if you leave the skin on, you can. If you have to, you can. So I mean, I'm not saying you're going to be the healthiest person, but you can survive on the nutrients. You can survive off of potatoes.
Gotcha. Hey, Michigan, I appreciate that more than you know. Seriously, more than you know.
Do.
Thank you. Yes.
I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you.
Yeah.
And we're always praying for you, Michigan. Hey, speaking of, I got that. I don't know if you saw it. I got that email earlier. It told me it wasn't available. The one that you had sent me. He sent me an email and it wouldn't open.
Haters. Hey, man, that's gonna be a staple when things go left. Seriously, taters.
It is. I mean, and I eat a lot of potatoes. We eat a lot of potatoes. You make potatoes in so many different ways. I love potatoes, and they are a huge survival food. Yes, TT1. My compost 5-gallon bucket things that are just scraps, like from me peeling, doing stuff, throwing in there. It has potatoes growing out of it, and I sat there and babied those other ones and loved and prayed over them and pampered them, and look what happened.
Yeah,
they obviously wanted to be just thrown in and forget.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on the next couple weekends, because that's all. Sunday is pretty much the only time that I have to do anything. But
yeah, I know I get those waves. A lot of times I'll go through my stuff and I'm like, man, I got to pick this up. This is my kind of bare spot, or I need to get on this, or something will spark him. Like how you went to that guy's, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should. Yeah. I'm disappointed about my potatoes because you can't. The potatoes you buy in the store the last couple of years since the illness and everything, they've been bad.
Yeah.
Like half the bag is like rotten in the middle.
Yeah. I didn't know until I grew my own. And like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my, is this what potatoes are supposed to taste like?
I know they don't gas them or anything like that. Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I dehydrate potatoes all the time. And I do have a ton of dehydrated potatoes and all different types of slices, and I use them.
Really?
I used a lot of them this year. Yeah, they
I got
don't hold well.
I got a dehydrator. Like I played around with it, but
Yeah, I got my white one back there. I dehydrate. It's just a really simple one. I did.
really? Strawberries.
Okay, Miss Sharon, everybody be quiet. Yes, say it. Everybody get nervous, like, oh gosh, I'm in trouble.
For real.
I'm in trouble. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, but I dehydrate a lot of my different things.
Really?
A lot of my vegetables I dehydrate, and then you can dump them and do like soups or stews or potatoes,
Gotcha.
like just different things. And I tell people about that, I'm like, man, but you got to realize like how much water it takes to
Really
cook those things up,
rehydrate them.
rehydrate and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll play around with it all. Yeah. Oh,
Come on, Miss Sharon, you got us over here sweating bullets.
I know. What's up, Miss Sharon?
I'm wringing my hands.
Now, see, for the dehydrated potatoes, I can't remember who it was. It was somebody who was saying I bought a ton of them. What's the ones that come in the number 10 can? Was it John? I think John was saying that.
Man, John is on his is it like Augusta Farms?
Yeah, that's it. I
have a couple of those, of their things. If I would find those like on sale, I'd pick those different things up because they'll last a really, really long time.
I bought a bunch of them. Yeah. He said they were on sale, so I was like, all right, let me grab quite a few.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Miss Sharon typing out. We all in trouble. All y'all in chat trouble too. Don't nobody leave and dip out early.
August
yes,
corn.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, Bama. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we have in there. I know we have butter, probably potatoes, a couple other things. I'm Southern. I can't live without real butter, right?
Yeah. I got the ghee jarred up, but I cheated.
Yeah. With your ghee?
Yeah. Huh?
Did you just make it, or did you dehydrate it too?
No, I made it.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch made and canned. Yeah.
I paid attention to some videos, and I actually made it. And then my vacuum sealer. It has the ball jar vacuum sealer thing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got it.
Yes. I wasn't going to say anything about what's going on. Please pray for Miss Sharon and her family. She's had a lot going on. Just cover them in prayers, give them comfort and peace about a lot going on.
Promise I will.
And it's those things, so much going on.
Say less, Miss Sharon. I got you covered. I promise. I got you covered.
We got you.
All day tomorrow.
Covering you in prayers. Body, mind, spirit. That's what I say all the time.
Yeah. I got you every 30 minutes on a solid prayer, a solid spiritual, heartfelt prayer. I got you, Miss Sharon.
And happy late birthday.
Yeah, that one
Tuesday was her birthday.
Yeah, happy belated.
I know it is. She has had a lot going on. She's so strong and she's all over. And she will always come out kicking tail. I'm telling you what right now.
I got you, Miss Sharon.
You don't know Miss Sharon? Hey, Pop B.
What up, Pop B? Yeah. I got you.
I appreciate all of you. All right, Pop B's here, y'all. We're going to wrap this up. Hey, Pop B, are we going to do another war game? Because, I got to sharpen up my skills. Oh, TT1 said he wanted to be in the seat too, and Josh.
What? Wait, what?
He want to be like Sweat. He'd be like, oh my God, I know, shoot him.
Yeah, shoot them all. Yeah.
But all right, guys. Yes, Cherokee, thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up. It's free. You can hit it. It's just really simple.
Yeah.
It helps me. Y'all keep on doing the things. Help each other out. I always pray. I always pray for my subs, my people in my chat. I pray for you guys all the time. I so love and appreciate all of you. And we get so much out of this as well.
I'm going to tell you, today, even so much more.
Yeah.
I love you.
TT1 still said our last live was his favorite. But
what? Bro. Wait, no, but was that the Elon And
It's the one that we said it was God's Great Reset. What's the
yeah.
the one we did on your channel? That was an awesome live.
Hey, TT1. Hey, throw us some topics. Hey, fam, seriously, look.
Yeah, email
don't
me. I'll
email
pass them to
me.
Josh.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
pass them.
don't email me because I'm hardware responding. But please hit Casey up. Topics. Anything y'all want us to chop up. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, this is true, Poppy. Now, look, let me tell y'all something.
Yeah.
Man, Huckleberry be fighting in his sleep, and I'd be like, I wish he would. I'd be like, you better calm down because he does. I'm like, let him swing.
Yeah.
No, but he does it, and he'd be like, oh, sorry. I was drinking. It would be some wargaming thing. Somebody got up in the house. Yes, end of the world wargaming something.
Really?
I blame Pop B.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he is like that.
Right.
Thank you, TT1. TT1's so solid. He's just a great person.
Yeah. I told TT1 what I told him what happened. Pop B. I told him what happened at the crib. I ain't telling nobody else.
What's that?
Nope, not saying it. He knows.
Hey, Fish Sticks. I don't know if I saw you in here.
What up, Fish Sticks?
I know. I get bad about doing it because I try not to go squirrel. I'm sorry. I appreciate it. If I've missed you.
Whenever you get time.
Thank you. Yankee Watchdog. I appreciate it. We try.
Yeah. Look, time is short. We got to keep it coming, Casey. Time legitimately is short. It is. What? Okay. So wait. We're at 2023. We're in the middle of 2023. So legitimately, from what they're saying, not our father's timeline, but from the people who are manipulating things, we got 6.5 years where certain things have to be in place.
Yeah.
6.5 years. That's no time, y'all.
Let me ask. You know how the whole 7 years.
Here we go.
And what's 2023 right now?
Yeah.
7 years to be 2030.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you did.
Why'd you say it? I'm gonna call it.
You're gonna get one of those little things underneath of the live.
They can put it on with my yellow flags. I get on every one of them too.
All right, go ahead.
Flagged. I'm like, okay, you can take your 7 cents. You can take it. Hey, Miss Sharon said you better be checking your email every day.
All right, I will. I promise. I promise. I will.
Saffron, I did see your thing up there. We are praying for you. And a lot of people have so much going on. I'm praying. I constantly, even if I don't know what's going on, God knows. And I'm praying for you. And I did see that up there.
Gotcha. I got you, Saffron.
I'm praying for all of you.
All
right, guys. We're going to wrap this up. Thank all of you. Y'all
wait a minute.
Okay, I thought you were done.
No, I'm just. What were you saying, Casey? You didn't finish it.
About what?
The 7 years and the whole
the tribulation. Okay, so I don't believe in but
all right.
They have that day, and I do think about that sometimes. I'm like, it's 2023. A lot is unrolling.
Yeah.
I think prior to 2023, last couple of things we saw over those years were kind of their testing grounds, their little trial runs, their dress rehearsals. Gotcha. And then it's like, now it's action. We see a lot of things coming into action in 2023, right? This year. Well, I mean, it's 7 years to 2030.
Yeah. 6.5, I think. Six
I mean, well, from right now, but 2030 when it started.
Yeah.
Somebody come. Are you on Common Core math?
I'm bad at math.
Good night, guys.
Hey. Yeah. I love y'all, man. Be safe.
No, I'm just messing. It will. Yeah. Exactly. Michael G, where you been? We're wrapping up.
Hey, you know how I passed my college algebra course?
Copying off your neighbor's picture. I mean,
cell phones.
Get
my homeboy.
Out of town.
Cell phones, my homeboy. He'd be like, and he'd be like, ding. I'd be like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
I pray about that.
I'm just saying, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave y'all on that note. After all this deep stuff we had, he would tell y'all he cheated his way through college.
It's just math. It's math. Yeah. If she would have asked me, hey, how did you get this answer? It'd have been a wrap. I'd have been like, absolutely.
See, Bama Jen said. He'll listen to you, Bama Jen.
All right.
Write it down. Somebody screenshot that.
I
do think about that.
Right,
but I am not and everybody, you do what you think, but I am not a pre-trib. It it biblically doesn't line up. I'm just gonna now. Bama Jim will take you to school on it with no mercy. Just gonna tell y'all. But I mean, that's my take. It's not. I don't think that's why when I have people come and say, "Well, why are you prepping if you're a Christian? Because we're gonna be out of here." I'm like, "Well, no, we're not. We're not immune to trials and tribulations, just to the wrath, and it's separate. Separate."
Miss Sharon's got me covered. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Yeah,
she got you. All right, guys. I appreciate you, all of you. Y'all have a great night. Keep doing the things. Spiritually get right. Send me the ideas if y'all are wanting some things covered. Don't email them. I'll get it.
Yeah, she will. Hope, the hope was hope. Just for one sec, Casey.
No.
Hey, Hope has been like, okay, so I guess we're just gonna talk through the comment sections in your videos. Hope, I love you, sis. I'm glad that you made it. We've been trying to, connect and stuff.
Yeah. And the replays. I know. And a lot of people, and this is the thing about YouTube, is people don't get notifications. And I even myself, I will get notifications after an hour more afterwards.
Yeah.
I try to put them out ahead of time and kind of get the word out a little bit. But see, Josh is real
random,
spontaneous and random. I'm surprised we got that many hours in. I was like, right now, locking a time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm bad.
Y'all have a good night. God bless all of you.
Good to see you, Hope. Hey, fam, I appreciate y'all. Legit.
Hey, I'm just gonna close on that note because it's fitting.
No, that's the comments. Yeah. Sorry, Hope. I'll do better. I promise. I'm trying.
Y'all have a good night. I appreciate all of you.
Good night,
Take
y'all.
care. God bless.